All right, welcome back, CSE 3200 Yukon Stores. We're in chapter 15 and we're going to wrap this up here in video 2. At the moment, we've got our new menu item. It's over there in the corner where it says the plus sign and the new crime. And if I can rotate this back, it looks like it's going to. Just taking some time. It really doesn't want to rotate on its own. But it gives me this button here, and if I click the button, it rotates. Okay, and I accidentally clicked into a crime, but I'm just going to go back. All right, so we're going to add the functionality to this. Right now, it just will show you that it's getting pressed. We are going to have to interact with our database, so we're going to have to create a function in this order: crime DAO, crime repository, crime list view model, and then we'll come back to crime list fragment. So we're going to go into crime DAO, and we are going to add an insert function at insert. Let's stop this. And it's going to be suspend fun add crime, passing in a crime of type crime, and that's it for crime DAO. Now in the crime repository, we're going to mirror that functionality. Let's go. All right, let's add it here. Suspend fund, add crime, passing in something called crime of type crime, begin curly brace. Let's get those curly braces separated. And then we are going to put database.crimedao .add, and then the crime. Well, not .add. .add crime, the name of our function, and then pass in the crime. All right, crime repository is all set. In crime list view model, we are going to add a suspend function. And this is, we are going to have two things happen here. We're going to be navigating to the database to add a function, and we are going to navigate to our details screen where we can edit a blank crime and make it a crime to add to that database. So we're going to be putting this inside of a suspend function, suspend fun add crime, and again, crime of type crime. And we are going to say crime repository.add crime. Right up the chain. All right. It's done. Back to crime list fragment. And right after our onCreate options menu, we are going to put override fun on options. Item selected, also deprecated. And I don't remember if this works. I think it does. Even though it's deprecated, we will see. All right, let's get rid of this return. We're going to return when item.item ID, curly brace afterwards, r.id.new crime, and then a lambda function, curly brace. I got a comma in here. r.id new crime. Okay, that's fun. All right, so then we're going to go show new crime, but we haven't coded this yet, so that's going to definitely be an error. Show new crime, and we are going to put empty parentheses, and then return true, and then after this curly brace here, we're going to put else, and then a lambda function, super.onOptionSelected, options item selected, passing in item. Okay. This is, okay, still deprecated. Now the deprecated part is gone. All right, so the show new crime, we are going to have to make that function. Private fun, show new crime, empty parentheses, begin curly brace, view lifecycle owner, dot lifecycle scope, dot launch, get rid of the parentheses, put in curly brace, val new crime is equal to crime, and we have to put in our 4 different values. ID is equal to UUID.random UUID. Begin and end parentheses, comma. The next value is the title, and we're going to start off with a blank title. And missed a comma. I see that because it didn't tab correctly. And then the date is equal to capital date, paren, comma. And finally is solved. We're going to set that to false. And we've got our default empty crime ready to be edited. And then outside of these parentheses, crime list view model dot add crime, inside the parentheses, the new crime, which we are getting in this function up here. Find nav controller, and this is where we will navigate to our new screen, or not to our new screen, but to our detail screen, dot navigate, and separate the parentheses, crime list fragment directions, dot show crime detail, and that was the ID that we gave to the detail screen, and then new crime dot ID. All right, now I believe that this works even though we have that deprecated method. Let's see if I'm right. All right, we have a very large list, 100 crimes. We're going to add the 101st crime, and the crime will be too many crimes. And we'll say that it's solved, and we're going to have the default of the current time, March 27th, 2023, and I don't have any sort of OK button, but the back button will do the trick, but I got to hit it twice. One just gets me out of that keypad, and the other should send me back to the parent activity. And now I have to scroll all the way to the bottom. Good news, since it is a recycler view that is very fast, and we get to see that at the bottom, we do indeed have too many crimes. Okay, so if I have time this morning before class, I will put in a 3rd video, and that will show new code that will replace the deprecated version, but we do have a working product with what we have from the book. So I'll see you in that video, and then I will see you later in chapter 16. We're very close to wrapping up our new very large application.